All three of Chris Barnes' victories have been in the 70-plus pin category. Beat Haugen Jr. by 71. Beat Palermo by 70. Beat Rash by 76. Is it a case of guys failing or Barnes just able to avoid the pitfalls?
Guys failing, but, you know, since we're in Vegas, I'm going to make you a little bet in this match. Bill O'Neill doesn't lose by 70.
I'm not going to take that bet because I'm well aware that's not going to happen also. Barnes to begin our title match.
We said it during the on-camera, Rob. Watch these two mirror each other during this match.
The tournament leader won the Viper Championship at this World Series of Bowling for his third PBA Tour title. He also has one major. From Southampton, PA, the real deal, Bill O'Neill.
This season, the 29-year-old leads the PBA in earnings, average, and points. The title for him equals another step to a Triple Crown. Again, the U.S. Open champ and trying to become the world champ.
Both players playing identical lines to start this match. And like Chris Barnes, Bill O'Neill using the most aggressive bowling ball in his arsenal, the Taboo. Same ball he won the Pepsi Viper Championship with.
That Pepsi Viper Championship was his third career Lumber Liquidators PBA Tour title. Finished last season tied with Walter Ray Williams Jr. and Mike Scroggins in Player of the Year points, but lost it on a tiebreaker. A win today, and O'Neill is firmly in the lead for your Player of the Year honor.
Well, you know this is going to be a dogfight, and the first guy that misses is going to lose.
No one has missed yet. Four balls, 4 strikes.
So much riding on the line. These two players competing at a very, very high level. Chris Barnes trying to become the 6th player ever in PBA history to win the Triple Crown. Bill O'Neill trying to win his 2nd consecutive major.
And again, all of this just 6 days before the TOC determines our 2nd major winner of the season. It's a big stretch for bowling here in Vegas. Triple to open up your title match for Barnes. O'Neill up now to try and duplicate.
Chris Barnes is feeling it. He's got a nice look. He's feeling comfortable. He's throwing it well. He's got to stay focused and stay in that same frame of mind with each and every shot. Don't get ahead of yourself. Now, Bill O'Neill looking to tie things up here, 3rd frame. Nobody's missed yet.
Our first non-strike of our title match.
Well, it's no secret that Chris Barnes likes the right lane. Bill O'Neill had the choice of starting lane. And so the folks at home are probably wondering why Bill O'Neill chose to let Chris Barnes finish the match on the right lane. Well, that may be an indication. The right lane may not look that good to Bill O'Neill.
Skinny jeans were put on for that single pin spare. Time now for the Go RVing on the road, and we'll head just a few miles away from where we are right now. Red Rock Lanes in Las Vegas next Saturday, 2:30 Eastern on ABC. Bowling for Soup with a live musical number, $1 million prize fund on that show.
And since we're going to be on ABC in HD, I'm going for Botox.
Back on the strike train, going back to that show. Bo Burton will be in the booth with us as well. Be good to see Bo again.
Now see, that's why he likes the left lane. He chose to finish on it. He gets this one just a pinch wide, and that ball just rips back. Shreds the rack. Now Chris Barnes looking to stay perfect through 4 frames and looking for a 4-bagger. He's in a good place right now mentally, Rob. After that,
ham bones always put you in a good place, right?
Yeah, they do, but he's in a really good place right now. The question for Chris Barnes is, can he maintain this for 10 frames?
Oh, he's got it going on through 4 as we begin the 5th. O'Neill has gone strike, strike, spare, strike. That's spare in the 3rd. The only non-strike we've seen here in our title match.
And not only are we watching 2 of the best bowlers on tour, but 2 of the best athletes our tour has to offer.
Yeah! 5 in a row. Well, Randy, you touched on a great point. You look at the 8 finalists for our PBA World Championship, which started Friday. All 8 of them are essentially very fit people. They're not up there in age. They're not overweight. This was a grind, the World Series of Bowling, just to qualify for it. It really tested your athletic skill and stamina. O'Neill to close out the 5th. Whoa. Whoa is right. Leaves the 3-6. The 10 dropped late to make this spare a little bit easier.
Bill O'Neill looking down at the front part of the lane, trying to decipher what just happened on that shot. And remember the last shot on that right lane, he went light, leaving the Swisher 4. He likes this shot. He's thinking right there, it looks pretty good, and then all of a sudden the ball just breaks loose.
So 2 spares now for O'Neill, providing the 30-plus pin cushion for Barnes. But it's not a hole where you can't see the light out from.
No, but he has to figure out the right lane, and he has to figure it out in the 7th frame the next time he throws a shot there.
Strike number 4 for O'Neill in our uninterrupted coverage. PBA World Championship, the 52nd edition.
Well, he's perfect on this left lane, Rob. That's why he chose to finish on it. But like I said, he better figure out the right lane in the 7th frame, or this could be over very early.
And this is Barnes now on the right lane in the bottom of the 6th.
It's amazing how easy Chris Barnes has made the right lane look.
Chris Barnes just 4 frames away from seizing that crystal. Away from seizing that crystal.
Oh, we saw him pick it up yesterday. Maybe it was just a rehearsal for today. Maybe he knew something we didn't.
I think there were a lot of people in the house when the day was closed yesterday who were like, well, pick up the trophy. The show is over. Ooh, wait a second. You just got to the Final 4. Yeah, Chris Barnes went for the hardware yesterday after he advanced past Michael Haugen. A little premature celebration. Got the touchdown, couldn't get the extra point.
I tell you what, there's a lot to be said about balance in any sport. I want you to watch the balance right here of this shot. Chris Barnes perfectly balanced, and I guarantee he loved that shot there. only to leave just an ugly ringing 10. That was a real good one.
Single pin taken care of. Now a very important effort from Bill O'Neill. The right lane, Randy, as you discussed earlier, has been the lane that has given O'Neill the problems. The last two efforts have been 9 spare, 8 spare. Can he figure it out here in the 7th before it's too late?
And I think his only chance of winning is striking right here on the right lane in the 7th frame. Chris Barnes is in the 240s. Bill O'Neill is in the 2-0s.
The former Rookie of the Year not going down without a fight.
Well, the kid's got a lot of maple moxie, and we've seen that over the last couple of seasons. Bill O'Neill had trouble making telecasts. Then he was making a bunch of shows and couldn't find a way to win. And then all of a sudden, guess what? Wins the U.S. Open, he wins another tournament. He's got 3 titles now, and he's going for a 2nd consecutive major.
Bill O'Neill won the Pepsi Viper Championship. Your #1 seed was given the honor of selecting the oil pattern. He chose Viper because he made that wonderful run from the 4 seed spot all the way to the title. Looking for 3 in a row. Strikes are in demand now for O'Neill. Get there.
And misses on his good lane. Maybe just a pinch firm. The ball just squirts down the lane. Just a pinch coming off the end of the pattern. Doesn't turn up. And leaves the 4-8. Not the easiest to spare to leave yourself either. Very choppable. You see it, he liked it. He was like, come on, get up. And it just didn't bite down lane. Be careful with this one.
Covers that one in the 8th. He goes to take a seat as Chris Barnes steps up. Twice Chris Barnes has been a runner-up here at the PBA World Championship. Did it in consecutive years, Randy, in 07 and 08. This today his 35th title match. He's won 12 titles, 2 majors. Victory today gets him the elusive Triple Crown.
Rob, the only person that can beat Chris Barnes right now is Chris Barnes. The best Bill O'Neill can shoot is 237 if he strikes out. Chris Barnes is already in the 240s.
Make it work.
That's okay. 9 spare works. 9 spare, the rest of the game works. Don't beat yourself.
Left the 4 pin, did Barnes. Back-to-back spares for Barnes. And he shifts over to the left lane to begin the 9th. Lead at 31. Coming into this tournament, Chris had won just 1 match in his last 5 TV appearances, and some of those TV appearance losses have been of the spectacular variety. A win today would do a lot for his resume and confidence. Big strike in the 9th.
It's time to put the critics to bed, Chris Barnes. What a beautiful shot. And what a great performance.
Good looking effort from O'Neill on the 9th.
If Bill O'Neill strikes out, Rob, he will force Chris Barnes to mark in the 10th frame. We've seen it before. Anything can happen, but it's up to O'Neill to apply the pressure. Remember the last shot that Chris Barnes threw on the right lane? He went just a pinch high and left the 4 pin. But it's all about O'Neill and striking out to put the pressure back on Chris Barnes.
come down in the 10th.
If he doesn't strike on the next ball, it's over.
Come on. Never know. Come on. I'm good.
Chris Barnes has only missed twice all day on the right lane. He finishes this match on the right lane. Bill O'Neill can put a little bit of pressure on him with a strike here.
Stop. A fortunate strike there.
Well, it was just a pinch high. I mean, you're right. It could have been a solid 9-pin there or a solid 7, but all 10 go down now. This last shot, the fill shot, is just as important. Because if he strikes right here, it's 237. If Chris Barnes were to get 9 out in the 10th frame, Chris Barnes would shoot 236.
Consider the pressure applies. O'Neill will take a seat and leave it to Barnes.
Now, which Chris Barnes will we see? The future Hall of Famer or the player that has struggled from time to time on television to become a Triple Crown winner? All he needs is any kind of a mark.
And Barnes has the Triple Crown.
Folks, say what you want, but you're looking at a Hall of Famer who is now also one of only 6 players to have ever won the Triple Crown in PBA history. That man right there, Chris Barnes, steps up in the 10th frame and absolutely throws one of the best shots of his life.
Another one for good measure.
Great ball, Nick.
Sorry, man. You're both great.
The way the major's supposed to be right there. Good match. I'm really happy that you decided to break out of this little phone against me. I appreciate it. Thanks, man.
Everything all evens out, man. I can't. Sorry you had to be the one. And, well,
I know you wouldn't have it any other way. So Barnes with tour title.
I might not be done yet.
Number 13. And Major, number 3.
Waiting.
You can take that shot.
And become the 6th bowler to win PBA's Triple Crown. And now he can raise the crystal
Grab this time.
on the right day.
That sounding good? Triple Crown.
He takes the Triple Crown 6 days.